Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Friday. It is wonderful for it to be Friday, to be getting close to the end of the week. And it is morning. Bring your tea and or coffee, whatever you're into. Petulant Cobra, hello. Thank you for redeeming first. Congratulations on being the first viewer to redeem first in this first stream of the day for me. You get to be first today. First Friday. It's very lovely. And it's nice to see you. So, I'm Lady QW. I love me some Nintendo content, and I also specifically love the Paper Mario series, so today we're going to be continuing to enjoy what is a brand new property to me. This is the Paper Mario Color Splash for the Wii U, which had mixed popularity. I started playing it for the first time about a month ago, just to kind of get my fingers around it, and now I want to share it with you guys because I actually love it. So some highlights. We do have some wonderful follower emotes that are themed for this game, drawn basically in MS Paint by me, so enjoy those. And we also have a new camera setup down below. Hello! This is my hand cam because the Wii U has a gamepad, and some of the gameplay, not much, but some of the gameplay does happen on that screen, so I figured I'd show it to you guys. So let's go. We're actually going to go on a little bit of a tour, because especially if you weren't here last time, there have been some changes. So this is the Overworld Map. This is basically where it starts you every time. But we're going to pop into Port Prisma, which is sort of a level in that we did find 2 paint stars here. Hello, Beavis. Good morning. Wobbly arms. Wobbly arms. How y'all doing today? So we're gonna start in Port Prisma. It's sort of a level because we did find 2 mini paint stars here. The mini paint stars and the big paint stars are what we're looking for in this game because it's very much about paint and color. But it's more of a hub. So like this little toad jumping up and down, he's like the dude hanging out in the grocery pickup line. I definitely thought that was pickup line, like bar pickup line for a second, and was like, why is there a pickup line? But now I understand. Good on you for making sure that there's groceries for the fam. I hope it's not too long of a wait. So this little toad here, hello! Wow! Hi, Bad Buttons! I'm actually impressed that you're awake. I hope you brought a caffeinated beverage as applicable, if that be your preference for the mornings, but welcome in! It's really lovely to see you! Also, I totally believe that you're awake. 1000%, yeah. Yeah. Oh, hot cocoa, yes. Now I'm regretting my decision, but there's more caffeine in this, and I think I need that. But good morning! How are you doing today? So as we're wandering around Port Prisma, this guy is just here for no reason at all. We saved his life, but you can buy battle cards here, which is important. We can get these toads to be super happy when we use this bridge. Don't worry about that. And we can check our mail. There's like a cafe over here. And what we've learned... Nice jams. What we've learned is that this guy reading the newspaper, if we pay him 10 coins, will tell us about important things that are happening. I think I'm not going to do that because I am stingy and Scottish in background, and why would I pay 10 coins when I can just get better at exploring, you know? Oh, I love that. So first of all, I do hope your recovery is going well, and that's like a really good recommendation, but actually like one of my favorite things that I've developed is like taking the time to enjoy in the mornings where I have the space to do it, just like the slow finishing of a hot beverage, so I really understand that. I used to call it having tea with myself, like just giving myself some space in my day, and I don't do it as much anymore, but I love it. Oh, I'm so glad. That's really good. That's really good. Yay! I hope it continues to go well. So that was that side. Like I said, it's kind of a bit of a hub. And then this is where we get into the slightly more collect-a-thon versions of this game, which I am thrilled about. So these pennants right here, these are all things that we can accomplish in the game. And they will give us these pennants as a reward once we've accomplished them. So we obviously want to do that, but we have found an even more serious collect-a-thon. Collect-a-thons, man. I'm here for them. They are great. So let me just show you guys what we unlocked at the very, very end of stream last time, because I'm super excited about this. So in the little Toad Dojo, which is like, there's like a secret back door, and it takes us here. This is the museum. And so on this side here, this is an art gallery. There's 40 works that we have to unlock by donating cards. So there are basic cards in this game. These are all the cards that you get for like battling and stuff. So there's basic cards in this game. We have donated 16 out of 60. There are enemy cards in this game. We've donated 5 out of 72. That is so many enemies. And there is a thing card gallery where we've collected and donated 2 out of 27 thing cards. So this is our real collect-a-thon, chat. This is our serious, I don't know how we're going to find all these things, but we are going to do our absolute best. And the other thing that we found is the silent room. It's not as terrifying as all that, but I just want to show you guys. Absolute silence in this room. Nothing is happening because this is the sound gallery. And when we 100% like colorize a level, it appears down here. So we have 100% finished colorizing Port Prisma, and we have 100% finished colorizing Cherry Lake. We do not have Olive Ready Road because there's a spot we can't get to. Curses. And we do not have all of the Crimson Tower, and I missed something in the Indigo Underground, so we're going to have to go back and fix that, obviously. We need to fix all the things. But it means that if we, like, go to that option, this is all, like, a list of all the music that is available within that level. And we just get to listen to it here. And chat, this is so cute to me. So obviously now we also need to obsessively 100% colorize every level, which to be fair, we were going to do anyway, because they gave us like, they gave us a status menu, and within the status menu, it lists percentages. So I was always going to do that anyway. But now like we for sure are gonna, because it's part of the collect-a-thon. The spinning toads, so cute. Oh, is there something like this in Origami King? So I've never played Origami King. It's next on my list, but like I'm super excited to see what features and options it has. I was just really happy to have been able to unlock this and be like, oh good, now I no longer have to just tuck cards at the back of the deck and be like, nope, this is for later and no one knows why. Now we know, now we understand. So every time we get a new card, every time we find something new, we're gonna have to come back here and drop it off because it is so important to me that we do a really, really good job. Combat's okay, very repetitive, but you didn't mind it? Okay, that's good to know. I did hear that the combat was one of the things that I should probably try ahead of time before I just started blind streaming the game. I'm going to collect that paint. So we're now in the Harbor District, and I'm going to show you the last 2 things we learned about. So there's a toad that lives in this garbage can. He's just here. But when you talk to him, he actually gives you really helpful advice, because this is a toad that talks to you about thing cards and what you might need to do whatever it is that is coming up next. So we're going to talk to him because the last time we talked to him, he told us we needed a plunger, and we've now used that plunger. And so we probably need something else. So let's figure out what we need. You must seek a thing that spins and blows a mighty wind near a beautiful lake. I have a really special feeling about this particular thing. I think it would be just the thing for you. And then he stops. That means we don't have it. So we are going to have to go find this. Now, the good news is we actually know what this is and where it is. So we can go find it. I'll just show you one more spot first. The combat's probably the #1 complaint about the game. But in terms of being difficult, no, you can basically play your way out of a fight. Pay your way out of a fight. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. I think sometimes when it comes to the Paper Mario games, one of the things that I'm learning is that, like, it feels as though there's more than one way to engage in them. And sometimes the easiest way isn't necessarily the most fun, but for some people, like, the easiest way is how they want to do it, and then they overall feel like the game is less fun because that was an option. But, like, for other people, that easy way is really helpful for them in some moments to, like, cross over something difficult that was happening. But in any case, I'm really excited to get to the Origami King eventually, in a little bit. We just have to, you know, find 72 enemy cards and 60 basic cards and 27 thing cards and 100% colorize the entire world first. You know, no big deal. No big deal. So then, this is the other place that exists that we've learned about. This guy is called the Ringer, and he, like, has weird access to thing cards. So what we've found so far, and therefore what he has access to, we found a fan. I could pay 300 coins to get this fan, because I'm pretty sure a thing that spins and blows is probably going to be the fan. But I also know where it is, so I think I'm just going to go get it again. We have a lemon right here, which, like, if I didn't have to go back to the Indigo Underground, I might consider paying 200 coins for it, but I missed a spot to color in the Indigo Underground, and that's where we found the lemon, so we're just gonna go back and pick up another one of those, because we, like, definitely donated those cards to the museum. And then we've got the plunger over here, and the thing is, we used the plunger before we opened the museum. So this dude's 150 coins, and this is the only place you can get it. Only the Ringer has the plunger. So I'm gonna buy this because I need to donate this card to the museum. May seem like a waste, we're doing it anyway. So here comes the thing we want to squeeze. We're gonna drop this 3-dimensional plunger right here, and then we're awkwardly gonna turn it into flat paper. With a little bit of help from Huey. Huey's the paint can over there. He's great. He's a new character that has been introduced as our friend. Gotta spend those coins somewhere. Bada buttons, you have no idea. The one thing that I do not have to worry about in this game is economy. Just you wait. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. Oh my goodness. Okay. However, that being said, I'm still not going to waste 500 coins getting some stuff that I could just go pick up because, like, again, I'm very Scottish. So later on, I'll do that. But at the moment, I'm just going to give the plunger away. And then we're going to go back to the Overworld Map, do a little adventuring. Oops. I was too excited about jumping up and down. Oopsies. So, see how the star above this door is now glowing? That means the game knows I have something that I haven't donated. So anytime we come back here, we can always double check those stars above the door, just to see. Hello, Mr. Lemon card. I do have a thing card I would like to donate today. So again, it's going to switch down to the bottom screen. We've got ourselves a little plunger card just kind of floating there. So we'll just give that away. The game is calling you out. I'm shining because I know you're hiding something from me. Okay. So I found 3 thing cards. I've donated 3 thing cards. That's the best that I can do. I've done a pretty good job giving them everything that I have. A charity that's seen your taxes. Oh, I see you gave $20, but you know, your tax rebate was like $200. And so I'm exaggerating. I don't think a charity would give you grapes for that, but it is kind of funny. Do you know what it makes me think of? Okay, it makes me think of whenever, like, a billionaire does a charitable announcement where they're like, I gave $100,000 to this thing. And I'm like, that is an unbelievable amount of money to me, but you're a billionaire. There's a lot of extra zeros on a billion. Okay, $100,000. I guess I'll praise you for that. Why not? Okay. So there's nothing else for us in Port Prisma right now, because we already got all of our mail. So we're going to go to the world map. The other thing that we get, which I love, is that little like yellow flag that's dancing next to me. That means I've 100% colorized the level, and I just love it. It's like $30 compared to your wealth. Oh my gosh. Rich people do better. I mean, most of our systems need humongous overhauls, but you know, let's not get too political. So this is the overworld map. This is where we can see, like, if you look at all the sepia tone stuff that is like in the corner here, those are areas that we can't go to because we haven't painted them yet. The like mini paint stars create new levels as you find them. So we're having to run around and just kind of get what we can and figure out where we need to go. So right now in Ruddy Road, you're like, oh, I'm not done. There's the outline of a star there. It's only 97% colorless restored. And so like, I should be able to do this, right? Well, no, because that little purple toad icon there's a captain of a rescue toad squad. That's a thing. Rescue toad squads, they're just a thing. So the purple rescue squad captain is there, but doesn't have any of their like rescue squad toads. So we have to find 3 of them before we can get the last paint star and finish colorizing this level. So like we're done here till we found 3 purple toads that tell us that they're rescue squad members basically. We're just kind of done here in general. Take a look at that. And the Crimson Tower, 4% complete, that's the symbol for a big paint star. And so you're kind of like, okay, shouldn't I be able to go there? There's a gate. And the gate has 3, we have learned, 3 toad keys required. We found one of those toad keys in the NPC of Justice Toad on Monday. That sounds like absolute nonsense when I say it out loud, but I promise it made sense when I was playing it. But we know we only have one of the 3 keys, so we can't go anywhere in the Crimson Tower right now. So all of that is silly, and I can't do anything. So we moved on to the blue district of things. We also unlocked a Roshambo Temple. We'll get to that later. The Indigo Underground has 2 stars in it. We got one, so we can go get the other one. It also has a lemon thing, which we're going to go squeeze, because we're going to need that at some point, I assume. And we're missing a colorless spot. So put your hunting goggles on, chat, because I missed this the first time through, and I don't know where I missed it. So I don't know where I need to go to find this colorless spot. I thought I did a pretty good job. I felt very on pace. But I have obviously missed something. Okay. We also learned a new technique. So I will show that to you guys now incorrectly just so you can see it. Because we already knew how to jump. We already knew how to hit things with a hammer. We know how to hit things with a paint hammer. That is the last technique. It's called cutout. And it lets us cut out the background since it's made of cardboard. And occasionally that means we get to interact with things. Right now we don't, because I don't see a dotted line, and that's okay. But those are our skills. Those are our skills, and as we're hunting for paint stars and things and everything, you know, that's what we have to do it with. Oh, this flute is so good. So good. Okay. There's some shy guys here. Let's beat them up. 2 shy guys. Actually, I'm going to show you guys what an enemy card does because it makes me giggle. So, that's a red shy guy. He dropped a card this one time, and I picked it up. So what's that going to do if I play it? It's a real question. We just have a friend now. So you can play enemy cards if you don't have to donate them to the museum, which I often do. That's a thing that we've learned now. Gosh, I'm having to like stare at everything. Where did I miss color? Oh, little swoop mans. Okay, I think that's just blue. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, that's just blue. Okay, yellow, very nice. I think that is also just blue. Can't go in here. There's nothing in the swoops. Garlic Grove, good morning. How are you this morning? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna fight that guy. Right, so what you're looking for, Bad at Buttons, that is a very good question. You're looking for a spot that is like just white. That like feels like it should have color. And the frustrating thing in this level is that there's a really pale blue that is not white. Because we're underground. It would probably help if I went and played a different level first. So these guys are daring me to try a hammer, and I think that means I can't hit them with a hammer. So I'm not going to waste my time trying. We're going to see what a triple jump is going to do for us. Okay, I think this is going to work well. I do have like a slight example if I can find another one that's actually like reasonably visible. So like this pentagon on the back of the wall here, that's clearly blue. But this one is like a paler blue. Now I think that's actually part of the background, but if that were white, I would need to paint it with a hammer. Aha, aha, ha, ha. There's a decent example. So take a look at this guy right here. This is clearly a small piece of cardboard, and it's brown. It looks like cardboard, but this is not one of the paintable spots. It's just one of the spots that they kind of toss in there. So if I hit that with a hammer, it flips over, and see how now the top of it is that shiny blue? It was upside down because it looked like cardboard before. And so what we're looking for is stuff like that. There's probably only one spot in the whole level because I'm at 97% colorized. But like, is it this one? Nope, it is not that one. Cool. It's not that. I know that. I don't think I can reach that one. So like, what is white in this game? What is still white in this level? I must have, like, I missed something small, and so now I have to like go everywhere to try to find it. And you know, at the same time, I'm obviously going to pick up a lemon and a star, but let's see. There's a secret area up here that we learned about. Thank you, Mr. Spoopulas. And I think I had some colorless spots on the ground here before. Can I hit this one? No, I can't. It's fine. These still look pretty blue to me, so I don't think it's them. Just go flip that over, just cause. Boop. And in the meantime, we're just gonna beat up some enemies. You know, no biggie. I do not have a lot of jump. We'll use this. This is a hop slipper. So unlike a regular jump, which does a lot of damage, and you can hit 5 times, hop slipper lets you jump up to 10, but you only do 1 damage each time. It doesn't matter because I only need to jump on that shell once to send it flying away. But it's worth knowing the difference between what they do. So I can't get up there, so that's got to be an okay color. Get back here. Mr. Budsy Beetle, get back here. Okay, this time we need to whack a shy guy, so... Yeah, you know what? We will do that one. Let's do it. Boop. Bye, Mr. Shy Guy. Or Slurp Guy, or whatever he's called. I call them all Shy Guys, and they're not supposed to be all Shy Guys. Okay. Whoop. Hello. Okay. I just want to get us in the question mark block, but I have to fight everybody first. Ooh, clever. Clever, clever, clever. I think I'm gonna have to use 2... We'll do that. No we won't, actually. I did those in the wrong order. I want to do the jump. I actually want 2 jumps. I just did that entirely wrong. We're fine. So I want to jump on the beetle to make him spin away. And then I can't hit this dude with a hammer, so I'll just jump on him instead. This is fine. Everything's fine. You know what? We're fine. We're getting a lot of perfect bonuses, and that's very good for our coin count. Okay. This is where I'm starting to get suspicious that I must have missed something, because I can't think where else. So I did this bridge. I colored the whole bridge. I am pressing buttons with the jumps to get those bonuses, edit buttons. That is a good question. There is an action command that you learn about like pretty early on in the game. It is the A action command, and when you press it with good timing... Darn it. I need practice in my hop slipper. When you press it with good timing, you get repeated up to a certain number. Hello. Thank you for jumping out of the water at me very early. You get to repeat things a certain number of times, or you get like increased damage or things like that. It is different for, we've done hammer, we've done jump, and we've done the flowers, fire and ice flowers. They all have different timing for action commands, but there is a little dojo in Port Prisma that lets you practice those so that you can actually test them out and see if you can learn how to do them well. And we didn't spend a lot of time there, but it probably would have improved. It probably would have improved my ability to play. All right, get over here, mister. Get over here. You also can get first strike, obviously. I cannot color the waterfall, but that is a good question because I actually can't reach the waterfall entirely. We are going to, I think, try the Koopa. Let's see what the Koopa does. I'm hoping he just kind of flings himself at them. Koopa friend, what do you do? Nice. Okay. The other thing that I know is there are action commands for things like thing cards, and I don't actually know what the timing for those is. Okay. Let's just... Yeah. We can't hit the waterfall. That's fine. Probably. Flip that over. Ugh, I very much want to, like, go around this guy and not fight him again. Okay. We're gonna go the long way around here, and that's fine. There's, like, 2 paths. 2 paths. So, this upper area, we had to rescue a bunch of toads, and then they made me a little bridge here. So this is my rescue toad bridge. And as you can see right there, there is a mini paid star. We'll come back to that. I don't think I'm missing anything. Ooh, cutout. Let's do that again. Let's do that again, why not? Boop. So when you cut something out, it like appears on your screen down here and just is not present on the main screen at all. And that seems like a good enough reason to want a gamepad camera for this game. Perfect. So I have myself, whoops, I fell. That's unfortunate. But that's okay. I also have a jump card. So let's do this. Perfect. And then he just kind of stays there and I have to jump on him again, which is utterly ridiculous. Let's practice that one more time. Perfect. I am super happy to be able to like offer it and provide it because it's basically like most of the mechanics of the gameplay just like subtly live there. And from what I could see, not a lot of people who stream this game like have that. So that was sad. That was sad to me. So we did some work, me and K Menzel, trying to figure out what we could do. I can't reach that one. I just saved because save brick is there. So here's the lemon. Hey, Mr. Lemon, come with me for a minute. Just be here. Thank you. I don't know what I need you for yet, but I probably need you for something. My guess is we need everything card for something in the game at some point. So I'm just gonna sort that. Let's take a look. I have 21 cards. Not a lot of cards. Definitely not a lot of basic cards. So this is where we found the star a little while ago. I'll flip that. I do need the yellow star by the Toad Bridge, but that will end the level if I get it. And so I'm like going past it, trying to look at the whole rest of the level first because I'm trying to find that colorless spot before I end the level. Which is what getting that star is gonna do. Where are we at? Okay, so I don't see... Ugh, I missed it again, that's fine. I'm still not seeing anything that I think needs to be colorized. Can't get over there. That's fine. There's so many fewer enemies this time through. But there's still some. Okay. So this area is long, but it's the last area of the level. And so, like, I haven't seen anything. It looks white inside of... Do you mean like back here it looks white buttons? Because like this is supposed to be white. That's the platform that the star's on. I'm realizing that this game is complicated nonsense. Up by the yellow star? Okay. Let's look there. Like the shiny... So this is the background. By the door. Like here? Or like here? Here? Ah, okay. So then you're right. It actually looks very, very pale there, but because it landed red and not blue, it's not actually a spot I'm supposed to color in this level. So you're right. It does look unpaintable, but it also looked very pale. Ugh. Finding one spot that you missed, I think, is maybe the worst thing in this game. Just being like, but I've been here before, but I looked at everything. What did I miss? So again, I don't think I can paint the water. I already whacked both sides of this door and it gave me nothing. Awful. Get out of here. Wet guy. Soggy guy. Soggy guy, I think. Soggy guys, man. What are you gonna do with them? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Oh, that's late. Okay. Not bad. I get myself another jump card. Something that you can do every round in this game is Battle Spin, which is a fantastic tool if you don't want to use the cards that you have, if you have the wrong cards or something like that. And I need practice on that too, because sometimes it's actually going to matter that I be able to hit the right card. So that one was the wrong card, but that was okay. We'll persevere. We'll learn how to do it better as best we can. So I see the cardboard here. This is all the same kind of pale. I cut out the waterfall already, and so I can't cut it out again. Okay. And then we're downhill. There's like them swoopy guys. Is it that? It can't be that, right? Might be. Oh, wait. Or like that one up there. Okay, okay. There's a couple of pale rocks on the wall here. Not that one, because I can't reach that one. And I don't actually think they're it, but I do want to go try them. Because, like, I am very much getting to the end. This is, like, the last part of the area. Where am I missing it? Okay. We hit that? Yeah. Then we hit this. Nope. That is not it. Rude. Just phenomenally rude. It looks so white, and it's apparently light blue. You know? You know. I know! Okay. That one is also... I don't see it. For the life of me, I do not see what I have not painted. For the life of me. What am I missing? Can't reach that guy. I really am trying so hard to just see whatever teeny little white spot I'm missing. I cannot jump and paint. Again, very good question. It's not that, right? No, it isn't. It's not anything back there. That's just lighting. Okay. I'm upset because I love this music so much. And I want nothing more than to unlock it in the sound gallery. I'm just trying to see behind the waterfall. I'm like... This also looks like... Okay. Oh, poor Cobra. Poor Cobra. Did a little bit of a trip there. Huh? Welcome back, though. We are getting infuriated at the lack of paintable objects. I literally can't find the one little spot. One dinky little spot. It's not you. It's not you. Not you. Okay. It's none of those guys. I already tried that guy up there. Did I try that guy? I'll hit it again better. Nope. I will hit it again better the second time. Okay. No. Still no. I can't believe I'm backtracking. Is it you? No. I think I hit that one already. Okay. We know that this works. Nothing over here. Nothing over there. That's definitely blue. Oh, whoopsie. What, was it a group check? I'm sorry, I must have misunderstood. No, literally. Where is this silly spot? I'm pretty sure, so I am fairly certain there is a walkthrough that will oh, it's right here. Oh my gosh, it's right here. Okay, this is the worst thing to see. I'm not even sure that you guys can see this because of the resolution, but I just ran a circle around it. In this pale patch of light, there is a little globby paint shape that I can see. This is garbage. Utter garbage. Utter garbage. That was it. Okay, let's go pick up that yellow paint star. I'm really glad I went back. But also I'm mad. So tricksy. Oh, this is gonna be the game. They really do get super sneaky about stuff like this, I feel. And so we're gonna have to be really cautious. We're gonna have to be very aware, conscientious, you know. And we're gonna have to wait for all three of these pillars. Oh, almost. At least we found it. So now we've unlocked this in the sound gallery, I assume, and we can listen to this banger flute solo whenever we want to. Well, thanks, Beavis. I appreciate that parking, and I hope all goes well. And with a breath of wind. No one even notices he's not here. Okay, so Toad Bridge time. And now we are going to go get this star. We're gonna miss several times, apparently. Hello? Where are you? Okay. Amazing. Pardon me. Ooh, a whole new area. Fascinating, fascinating. Okay. So what's this one? Daffodil Peak. Blue Bay Beach. Okay. I think it's here? I just need to run a quick errand. Please don't mind me. I'm gonna go get a fan, because I feel uncomfortable without having one. I need a fan. So this is Cherry Lake. This is an area that we have absolutely finished. Just 100%. We met Justice Toad. It was very intimidating. But there is an item here that we need. So we're gonna go get it. And apparently we're gonna fight a Koopa to do it. Let's just save real quick. Yes, we dodged. Okay, I want to go there, but if I do, I'll have to fight a shy guy. We'll fight this guy. This is fine. Ooh, okay. You know what? That's a good enough card. I will take that. I was going for the jump, but I will take a Fire Flower instead, and I will be happy with it, actually. Let's see if our Buzzy Beetle friend can do something for us. Ooh. So that's the other cool thing about enemy cards there, chat. They actually take damage for me. Similarly to putting your partner out in front in Thousand Year Door or in Paper Mario, they take the damage for a little while. And, like, we're okay with that. Let's just do this again. Just for giggles. Cool. I got a plunger. Let's do this. Beautiful. Oh my. Sometimes you get a lot of rewards for fighting battles more than once. That's worth being aware of. Let's get ourselves some more cards. Why not? I think these are 3 jump cards, and I think that's a valuable thing to add to my collection right now. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Delightful, even. Let's dodge that guy, because we don't necessarily need to fight anybody. We're just running through. Ugh. Oh, but if I run up here... Just a quick detour. I know I said we shouldn't waste their time, but I would like more KO hammers. I don't need to go that way. And I don't need to deal with that guy or that guy. Let me just avoid as many of these guys as I can. Okay. So we need that thing. We need this fan. Come here. Come here, friend. Our biggest fan. Amazing. You know what, Cobra? I think I agree with you. I adore the aesthetic of this game. It is the first thing that hooked me. I was like, I'm gonna love this game. I have to. Like, look at the cardboard. There's just no choice. Just no choice at all. Okay, so we're gonna sort this stuff. We have 30 of the 99 cards we can carry, so we can do some work there. But I think we have a reasonable variety. It's more about just getting enough of the basic stuff. Okay, so I got the fan. That was what I was here to do. So let's get out of here, because we don't need to be here anymore. There is nothing else for us in this zone. Perfect. I have not fixed my problem with the Crimson Tower. I do think I'm going to take a quick trip into Port Prisma. And I'm going to grab a few hammer cards, I think. It has my favorite visual aesthetic. I think it's gorgeous, but like it also has killer music. I think I might like Thousand Year Door's music a little better, but there's more music in this, and so it just feels like they've done a fantastic job. Okay. So we can buy and sell cards here. That's good to know. Got 5 of those. 15 coins. Oh, I don't have any line jumps. Okay, that matters. So we'll get some of those. They're a lot cheaper if you buy them non-colorized, and right now it doesn't matter to me, so I'm not going to worry about that necessarily. That's pretty good, but I think I want 2 of these. And probably good to have another hop slipper. Okay. That's not bad. Typically, his stuff expands as we discover more cards, and so the more we discover, the better options we have for buying, which I think is really good. But right now, you know, that seems like a good start. Seems like a good start for me. So everyone can just enjoy their time. And we're gonna go explore a level that we haven't done before. So there should be a lot of colorless spots in this new level. And hopefully we'll go through it. I won't miss too many. We're gonna do, I think we're gonna do Blue Bay Beach first, because there's only 1 star here. And so if we can hit all the colorless spots, that's good, right? So we're gonna try this one first. Where are we going? Ooh, this looks nice. Palm trees and umbrellas. All right. Okay. Hello, Echo in Echo in Mexico. Welcome in. Thank you for that formal conveyance of your presence. It is very nice to see you this morning. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Cool. So immediately colorless spot right here. Also colorless spot right there. But this toad is now shouting at me.
Yo, Mario! Here at Blue Bay Beach, we're getting ready for Oceanfest.
Ooh, thank you for that redemption and slight call out of seasonal candy. I appreciate that. And also non-seasonal candy. So I don't think Mother's Day has a candy. So we're officially continuing the season of Easter with our little Cadbury mini eggs. Yum. They are delicious. I'm gonna have to find a summer candy soon enough for the weather warm. And my non-seasonal candy, once I finish this egg, continues to be the candy canes that I have left over from Christmas. Will they last till next Christmas? I don't know. But I really appreciate those redemptions. Echo in Mexico, thank you very much. You have my gratitude for allowing me to eat candy while streaming. Chocolate. Followed by mints. Kind of like an after 8. I am being absolutely stymied by this candy cane wrapper right now. There we go. There's the progress I needed.
So, here at Blue Bay Beach, we're getting ready for Oceanfest. It's a big festival where we celebrate the ocean and get down with our bad selves. All us toads are totally pumped.
Totally pumped. What the scrap is with this dialogue, chat? I love it. Oceanfest? The paint stars are missing and you're planning a beach party? But I guess toads will be toads. I miss the days when they used to dance around Prisma Fountain. If we ever want to see another toad color party, we need to find those big paint stars. There should be a mini paint star somewhere on this beach. Let's take a look around. Okay. You know what? I can vibe with this. They're having a party. So, let's fix that. Let's fix that. Okay. We're gonna fix that too. Just cause. Oh my goodness, there's a big spot right there. Hello?
The Oceanfest Square is up ahead, but they're still preparing. Why don't you explore around here first?
Okay. Hint received. So there's all that area in the background. And there's a whole bunch of stuff over here. But there's some Koopas in the way. Let's just go deal with the Koopas. So as usual, Koopas are fantastic. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Koopas are fantastic because they hide, and when they hide, if you jump on them, they just kind of fling themselves backwards. And they hurt the enemies behind them, which is great. That's exactly what we want to see. Ooh, only one this time. Okay. How many jumps have you got here? Ooh. I don't like that. Got one anyway, though. Nice. We'll just put that in line. So battle spin is a technique that you can use to get yourself more cards or different cards, depending on whether or not you have what you want. And I just want to make sure, as I'm fighting 3 Koopas in a row, that I'm not, like, sacking my jump cards for whatever is ahead. Let's flip that guy over. Okay. So I see a colorless spot here. And then I see this one, which is a much more significant one. Nice. Oh, cool. 3 jump. Ooh. And then this wall. Very nice. I'm just gonna get rid of this Koopa real quick. Real quick. Okay. Nice. That is what I wanted. So we're going to do that again. We don't need to paint it, because the battle spin cards always come painted, which is very worth 10 coins. Cleared out, as usual. So this is the first Scream combat. I feel like they're being quite gentle with me. So there is a whole area that way, but I'm also seeing, yeah. So we've got a little colorless spot here on the sand. These ones are really hard to see. And then the more obvious one on the back wall here. And I'm also seeing a question mark. And I don't know if you guys are noticing, like, the camera's moving around. I'm not like walking, I'm just going straight back and forth and the camera's like rotating here. So I think there's probably some stuff back behind. Hello. That pebble looks white to me. Okay. What are you? Line jump, that's good. This pebble right here. This game, chat, this game. Welcome back, Bada Buttons. We are learning that they are hiding colorless spots on teeny little sand pebbles in this level. Super unfair. But there we go, because there's some nice obvious ones here. So this is a pretty big and obvious one. We're gonna get ourselves a little bit of colored paint. We'll avoid these, we don't need them. Another spot here. And I'm seeing a little cave. So there's a Toad Oceanfest happening, but it's not ready yet. So clearly we need to trigger something, which means we're just exploring this first screen. So let's see what's in the cave. Gosh, I hope I'm not missing too much. Okay. This all looks pretty, yeah, this all looks pretty colored to me. What are you doing, dude? Hey, Mr. Toad.
Yeah, where is it? There's a rumor that some legendary pirate captain hid his treasure somewhere around here. I've been looking around for a hidden switch or something, but I guess it's just a legend.
Chat, do you see anything that makes you suspicious? In that it seems less part of the background and more like something I should be able to interact with? So, I can't reach this. Just a legend, obviously. Just the legend of, like, I don't know, whatever we did at Thousand Year Door. Yep. Definitely just a legend. No pirate treasure here. Mr. Toad, would you like some coins? Mr. Toad?
I thought I heard a wall or something slide open, but there's no time for distractions. I've got to find that treasure.
Mr. Toad, sir. I mean, I will take that replica of a thing card. I will also try to pay attention to the shadows of where these coins are so that I can collect them. I guess it's just my treasure now. Got that big old head but no brains. Do you know what we've learned about the makeup of Toad's petulant cobra? And I didn't want to know this. On Monday, one of the Toad dialogues implied that they have a stem. I'm very upset by this knowledge. So, you know what? He tried. We're gonna leave. We're gonna leave the cave. Hello, white spot. I will fix you. Yeah, I will take that. I can't really tell. So the fence doesn't look white to me. Fence looks kind of normal. But there's this big old white patch right here. It's so much easier to see when you're not in, like, when you're in daylight and not in the cavernous underground that we were in before. Hi, Fontina. Welcome. So lovely to see you. Best Toad voice on Twitch. Oh, no. I did, so when this game first started, I did what I consider to be a really good Toad impression, and it wrecked my vocal cords, which means now I'm doing, like, a different version of it. I think it's worse, but if you guys still think it's good, I appreciate that. Okay, so that's where we came in. Cool. Are all of these... Oh! Oh, is that why Dora always needs help spotting things from her friends that are watching? I actually think that's cool if that's like legit lore. Do all of these look blue enough to you guys, chat? What? How much blue is blue enough? Whoa! Would you look at that view? Sorry, I've never actually seen this part of the ocean before. A TikTok? Okay. You know what? Fine. I think it's a cute idea, though. Too bad I'm just a flimsy piece of paper now. Otherwise, I'd go for a swim. You're very sweet, Fontina. It is lovely to see you this morning. I hope you are doing well and are having a happy Friday. I am fixing a world that is being emptied of color. It's very serious business. Okay, so that was a lovely view. That was quite a camera swing. We're here. So I went back there, did all that stuff. Whooped a bunch of Koopas on the beach. Are these pebbles yellow enough? I think they are. I think they are. It's fine. You know what? If they tried, I think they might make people mad, but, like, also, I still think it would be a good choice. I just definitely think they should try it. Fine, I will collect this big blue paint globule. Funny story, chat, because actually I find this hilarious. Those paint globules, they're, like, you can see how they're animated in that particular, like, 3D kind of liquidy style. They look very good. Like, they look like globs of paint. When I was playing this game as, like, a tester to make sure I understood the mechanics before I, like, streamed it, I started having dreams wherein, like, something would break and it would just spit those paint globules everywhere. And I was like, why are you here? Why are you in my dreams? I don't know if that means it's good or I overplayed it. Okay, so looking at this dock very carefully, because it's got a slight gradient of blue in addition to, like, the cloud shadows. Look at this. This is literally a cloud shadow. Dark, then light, insane. I kind of love this game. Okay. That one looks paler to me, but it didn't have the little outline. It's supposed to flash with a little outline if you hit something and don't, like, fill it with paint. So I think that toad looks pretty angry.
Oi, Mario, get a load of this super cool blue toad. He's gonna sail to the edge of the world in this tiny boat. I wonder what's at the edge of the world. Like, is it pretty?
Okay. Quiet! This isn't about finding a pretty place or being cool. I'm embarking on this long, foolish, potentially deadly journey in order to discover my destiny. Okay.
Sounds like a midlife crisis to me. Just buy a convertible and be done with it. The edge of the world is probably pretty far, so you might want to upgrade your ride anyway. Hey! Oceanfest is finally starting! Come on! Nice. About time. We're out here. Have fun in your boat, loser.
Wow! That's so mean! That's so mean! Dude, I'm sorry. Don't be offended. I don't have time for your silly festivals. It's time to discover my destiny. Oh, okay. Alright. You do you? I don't even think I can interact with him. That's fine. Enjoy it. Yeah. I support you. I support you, Mr. Toad. Sorry that I'm leaving to go to Oceanfest. Is the line gone? Okay, the line's gone. Okay. Welcome to Oceanfest this way, arrow that way. Okay. This is fine. This is totally fine. Totally fine. Sorry. I need to enunciate clearly. That is now the third thing. I remember what the scrap, and I remember totally. There was a third one. I hope it comes up in dialogue again. The dialogue is so good at this game! I'm so excited. Oh, that would be really cute. I would love to see Dora get glasses. That would just be in general a nice inclusivity thing. Not a lot, especially of, like, cartoons for younger kids. Not a lot of main characters have glasses, I think. And glasses are super common. Yeah, that would be a good change of dialogue, I think. Cute plan. I'm all for it. Okay, so I think I've done what I can here because I can't, like, really interact with that toad. But I think we should take note that I'm pretty sure we had to interact with that toad in order to progress and be permitted to access the rest of the level. So he feels important to me. And we might have to come back for him. Okay. There's just fish. Just fish. Woo! Oh my gosh! Okay, so there's fish everywhere now. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I just wanted to get to this little paint spot. I'm sorry, Mr. Fish. I didn't mean to bother you. Okay, there's another one over there. How much y'all want to bet another fish jumps out at me? Okay. No, not that one. Oh, there he is. Hey, Mr. Fish. There are so many fish. Oh, 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 oh. That looks like a color problem to me. This is so hard to see on like the pale yellow of the sand with like the shade and light contrast here. Oh, they're getting so good at hiding. Fight me, game. Did that coconut just hit me on the head? I think that coconut just hit me on the head.
The Oceanfest Square is just ahead. It's already open. Just watch out for Cheep Cheeps. Darn things are everywhere.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I, okay. We're fine. I am definitely, like, getting anxiety from these fish. Yes. Yes, I will take whatever this is. Okay, how does the beach look? Is it looking okay? So many fish. Fish and Koopa. Okay, okay, okay. This is fine. Oh, there's fish. We fighting some fish, chat. Okay. I'm in my shell biding my time. Yes, you certainly are. So I get 2 turns right now because I have 2 card slots up here. So here's my strategy. If you use an extra card, you just lose it. But I don't know how much health these fish have. And so I don't know if the Koopa Shell is just going to knock them off the map or if they're going to have a teensy-weensy little bit of health remaining. And I don't want to deal with a teensy-weensy little bit of health. So I'm going to start with a Hop Slipper to send the Koopa Shell flying. And then I'll have a hammer, which if I can execute it well, hopefully. But I also don't really mind wasting, like, this particular hammer is not a very good one. So I don't mind if I waste the card. Oops. See, they did have some health left. Worth being suspicious whenever new enemies show up that, like, maybe they've gotten better. Let's flip that guy over. No, get out of here, fish. Get out of here, fish. I don't want you here. That one is totally gonna jump at me. Look at him watching me. That fish just... This is like way more stressful than some previous levels. Okay, so I basically just need a single jump to deal with these guys. I do have a chunk of jump cards. I've also got a Hop Slipper. Let's do that, because it's not colored, might as well. I don't think this is a strategy that matters, but one of the things that I guess I can clearly see is if you're running around trying to, like, paint everything, you need paint for that. You also need paint to, like, fill paint cards, and so I tend to use the cards that, like, don't have that paint fill first when I have paint reserves that are, like, pretty full. And so right now I'm feeling pretty comfortable about how much paint I have. I just think that fish is gonna... Oh, a different fish attacked. Okay, they're just everywhere. That's fine. So I feel pretty comfortable about my paint reserves right now, which means I'm more invested in, like, trying to make sure that I use cards that I need to paint instead of cards that I don't, because it would really suck to get stuck without much paint and also having to paint cards. So I tend to try and, like, keep and store the ones that I find that are already painted, already filled, which is why I have a lot of those right now. Let's take a quick check of my status. I mean, other than the fact that there's just a lot going on here. What are we at? 46%. That's it. I guess this is only the second screen, so That's okay. Ready road, that 97%. I need to fix that. Okay. Okay, not bad, not bad. 46%. I don't need that health, so I'll just leave it there. Just in case I need it later. Ooh! Ooh, this is interesting. I haven't seen this before. So this is one of those flippy things, but instead of looking like cardboard, like how this one looks like cardboard, and I just hit it with a hammer to flip it over, this one's white. And so I think I need to paint it. That's cool. We haven't seen that before. What's under here? More paint? Sounds good. Ooh, fence post. Ooh, flower. Okay, okay, okay. I just love the effect so much of how, like, you hit something with paint and it just, like, fades into the correct color when you're supposed to. Oh, bad at buttons. I'm getting so much anxiety over whatever I need to watch for. I'm like, everything. I need to just stare at everything. It's a toad head. It's just a white toad head. Okay, you know what? That's what I meant to do. I will fix that. That's funny. With starfish eyes, yes. Star-studded. Oh, whoops. I'm really, really sorry there, sir. I did not mean to crush your head. You're just running around in the wrong place. How am I supposed to avoid this guy? Oh, perfect. Oh, that is a haul. So many mushrooms. And this guy's just blue. Oops. Oopsies. I didn't mean to. Sorry, dude. Oh, I see this little white spot. Mushrooms. Oh, that's neat. Hello. I can't even explain how satisfying I'm finding this. One of the things that I love doing in like three-dimensional kind of adventure games like this is I really like finding the edges of the map. And I don't think, because for me, I'm like, I don't know where I am. I don't understand my situation or what I might need to do until I know where like all the edges of where I can go are. And so this game, I feel, rewards that so well. Because you have to look everywhere to try to find these colorless spots, if that's how you want to play the game. And it just feels so satisfying to me. So there's another little island over here. Oh, with a huge, vast, empty thing. Oh, I colored it blue and then I still need to flip it over? They really are just getting to like silly levels of attentiveness required. Okay. Come on. Okay, not enough. So, start with that guy. Nice. Then we'll, you know, get a coconut. That's fine. Okay. That is a giant pit clamshell. Are you gonna eat me? Oh, okay.
My feet hurt, but I don't want to sit in the sand. Should have brought my toadstool.
I mean, thumbs up. That's a hilarious joke. Great dialogue, but also, that is a joke that should be on Kay Menzel's Joke Redemptions. Exactly, Petulant Cobra. Exactly. That's amazing.
Ready to have your mind blown? Oceanfest is short for Ocean Festival.
Ooh. Bada Buttons, thank you so much for redeeming Mix It Up for the color orange. So what we're gonna do just real quick, bam. We're gonna switch that up. Look at how pretty it is. It's like it matches. Yeah, my mind's blown. Thanks, Mr. Toad. That's spectacular. So there's just he's still blue. I'm so sorry, Mr. Toad. I did not mean to do this to you. Wow. Okay, let's check these planks. I don't think any of these planks are like, no. Hello? Hello?
Up ahead is the very exclusive Blissful Beach. It's a perfect beach where society's most elite can relax in the utmost elegance.
Okay, that's cool. I probably am gonna need to go there and color something. So there's a shy guy here? Hands off my straw, it's more precious than life itself. I mean, you use it to steal the life from, like, lots of individuals, we've learned. Eh. Let's just whoop him with some worn out hammers. Okay, I only needed one. That's fine. I'm sorry for beating up the person behind you in line there, Mr. Toad. Whoops. I keep jumping over. I want to talk to them.
I ordered a drink, but forgot to bring a straw. Anyone got one I could borrow?
Not anymore. Sorry, dude. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, that's funny. I think that's what I'm using as well. Yeah, I'm actually using the same bot Bada Buttons for, like, my chat commands and stuff. I don't remember why I called my redemption that, though. Maybe it's related. So I spy something, chat, which makes me think I can probably get over this counter. Because if you look at those, like, little floral drinks at the back there, one of them is white. That is such a garbage hiding place. Is this way? Frickin' sneak. Sneaks! They camera-turned me! I wanted to get to the back of the fence. They have a colorized spot back here. And also a shower? There's like feet here? Oh, hello? They're knocking back at me. Okay. I was expecting to be able to talk to them or something. This little sneak of a game. I know! It's so sus! Okay. So we're gonna think logically here. Jumping isn't gonna do anything. I can't jump over this. I have already whacked it with a hammer. Do you know what I can do? It's made of straight lines, chat. Oh, that is super interesting, Bad Buttons. Oh, what a cool, like, what a cool thing to code. I love that idea. I feel like, oh my gosh, I almost want to pick your brain as to how you did it, because there's absolutely certain redemptions that I'm like, I want these to be cheaper. I want them to be more accessible to people, but I also don't want to be doing them every 5 minutes. And so, like, having it scale each time it's redeemed in a stream makes a lot of sense. Okay. So this is a cutout. I really hope whoever is in the shower right now is, like, dressed appropriately. I am in Fiend's Discord, so I will hunt down that link and find that. That is good to know. Okay. Are we ready to reveal whatever is in the shower? The Ouija? What are you doing here? Oh, thanks for the money? Did I just walk in on my brother in the shower and he paid me 300 coins to go away? Yep. Yeah, that's what I saw too, Petulant Cobra. Was that a green Mario cosplayer? Oh, that must be weird for you. Well, it is now. Payment for your silence. Okay, so the fence. I don't know if you guys see this. I had smacked this fence with a paint hammer. I had also smacked the door with a paint hammer, but something about that little cutscene reloaded the fence. So it is definitely not something I'm supposed to colorize because it, like, disappeared. Yes, the shower door has white spots on it because I smacked it with paint. This is entirely my fault. I hit it with green paint while I was testing what I could do to interact with it. It's fine. It'll go away. Everything's fine. Okay, so I still can't go that way. How do I go that way? This poor blue-headed toad. This guy seems important.
Mario, welcome to Oceanfest. We're just about to start a super fun event here on the main stage, and it just so happens we need a volunteer. Come on, it'll be fun.
Okay, well this feels plot relevant, so we're gonna say yes.
I knew you'd be game. Let's get started. Please welcome to the stage, fun guys.
5 fun guys. Oh, that's a pun. Yeah, they are not going to pay me. I am a volunteer.
For our first act, no, it's not clam digging. It's Toad and Go Seek. The 5 fun guys are all going to go hide in different spots around this immediate area. You just need to find all 5 of them. Alright, Toad and Go Seek.
Okay, so there are hiding toads. This has actually reset a lot of the map. One of the stage lights is spinning. Oh, seems sus. I'll go look at it. Sorry. I was looking at this pyramid going like, I already destroyed you. And so like, we fixed that.
My eyes are shut tight so I don't get any sand in them. I can't see anything. But I can sense awkward situations. You found me, didn't you?
Okay, well that was one of them. Oh. They are spinning now. Okay. Doesn't do anything though when I hit them. Is he gonna give me a hint?
I think I got some sand in my mouth. Woof, woof.
Nope. So he's not gonna help me. Okay. Yay, money. Paint.
Man, it was really hot up there. Makes you really feel the plight of the coconut, you know?
No. No, I do not know, actually. Can I get behind this fence at all? I don't think I can, but I'm suspicious of it. Okay, I cannot get behind that fence. Rude. Oh! You see that little sneaky? See that little sneak? Look at that sneak! Todd, what are you doing up there? I know, right? Okay. How do I... How do I get him off of you? He's right there.
Oh, you got me. On the plus side, I can make a mean latte now.
Ridiculous. That one was too sneaky. Is one of them back here? Just like literally fight me. Okay, no, I can't cut that out again. Fine. That's 3 though. This poor blue-headed toad. I've ruined his life forever. I don't see anything else. I will take this. Hello.
Phew! I'm getting a wicked sunburn. The sun sure is angry today. You know a thing or two about the angry sun, don't ya?
Oh, the never-ending references to other games.
I got in here to hide, and then the shell closed on me. Now my hair's all messed up. Maybe no one will notice.
You found all 5! Okay, so they really did mean the immediate area. That's good. The dude hiding with his head like sticking out of the sand is my favorite one. That's clearly hidden. Ta-da!
Wow, nice work! You found all 5 fun guys. You've won Toad and Go Seek. Thanks for playing! So let's move on to our main event. You want to be part of the main event too, right?
Are you still not paying me?
Then let's get started! Featuring our world-famous singing, dancing, shuffling toads. It's Toad Shuffle.
Okay. Oh, that's a pretty key. Look at that art. Look at that. Look at the like little cutout art. That's nice.
Now feast your eyes upon this spectacular, one-of-a-kind key. This is the grand prize, a key to the very prestigious Blissful Beach. Wowza! I will hand the key to one of the 5 fun guys. The 5 fun guys are identical quintuplets, so watch who I give it to very closely.
Oh, thank goodness, he gave it to the dude with the rumply head. That's nice.
Did you see which toad I gave the key to? Okay, feel free to talk to any of the 5 fun guys, but look with your eyes, alright? No touching. Talk to me again when you're done.
I mean this dude. Don't mess this up, okay? Oh, okay. I won't. Oh, hello?
Okay then, let's watch the 5 fun guys dance and shuffle. Remember to keep track of that key.
Gosh, it really helps that he's got a rumpled head.
Okay, so which of the toads has the key?
This one does. Obviously, right? What?
Too bad. Bzzt. Wrong.
What? This is definitely the toad you gave the key to. I was following. Thank you, Huey. Thank you for standing up in my defense.
Oh yeah? Where's your evidence? They're identical quintuplets. It's impossible to tell them apart. Don't take it so hard.
Mario, something about this smells fishy, and it's not just that we're on a beach. They definitely gave the key to this toad. If only there was a better way to keep track of which toad is which.
You want to try again?
Okay. I'm sure. Okay, so here's the thing. We need that key because we need to go to the next screen. I haven't found a mini paint star yet. So, yes, we're going to do this again. Who's he going to give it to? They're identical quintuplets. Yes, thank you. Okay, so he is again giving it to the dude with the crunchy head. Okay? Look with your eyes, no touching. It says no touching. Chat, you remember that toad? The one that I have accidentally ruined the life of? I'm not touching you. Not touching you.
Okay then!
So, smacking a toad with a hammer coated in paint, not touching. This is what we've learned today.
Aha!
I knew it! This is all a big scam! Look at the paint! There's your proof! Before they shuffled around, we slapped some paint on the toad you gave the key to. Shenanigans.
Oh boy. You caught us red-headed.
I mean, it says red-handed, but it just so happens that the color that the paint hammer was red, and so I thought that was funny.
He's covered in paint, so there's no denying it. Man, is this gonna ruin my career? I can see the headline now. Shufflegate exposed. Okay, this can't get out. I'll give you the key to Blissful Beach in exchange for your silence.
They were cheating, chat. Little cheaters. Little toad cheaters. I mean, this is the second time we've been paid off on this screen of the game. So, is anyone really surprised? Yeah, you know what? No hard feelings. Because I wanted that key.
And with that, the 555th Annual Oceanfest has come to a close. We'll see you next year. And remember, you saw nothing.
Sketch. But you know what? I got a key. That's all I need. Let me in. Let me in. No one's ever won the Toad Shuffle. Gee, I wonder why. Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna experience true bliss, apparently, chat. We're gonna paint that. What are we at in terms of status, I wonder? 83%. Huh. I hope that means there's like a lot of stuff. Okay. Where does this go, first of all? Just up here. Okay. 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 I need to fix this. Just bear with me. Perfect. Thank you. Very helpful. Oops. We'll collect a little bit of blue. This needs to be fixed. I mean, I just want to fix that. I see it! I see it again! Look at this pale pebble right here! Bear with you, you say that's 100 pounds of meat. It is! We've learned this. Okay. So, I see. Mario, I can't experience true bliss with all this sun on me. Fine. There you go, Huey. The gentle roar of the waves, the salty sea air. This is the life. With the big paint stars being lost and everything that's happened since, I haven't really had any me time. Huey is like my spirit animal in this game. Sassy, ragey, super unhelpful, likes relaxing, wants more me time. Man, they weren't lying. I feel totally blissed out. You see some white by the flower on the right platform? Perfect. Good eye. Oh, cool! That gave us our health back. Yes. Okay. So, how to get up there? I also see some white here. Nice. And I see white here. Interesting. Okay, so I assume we're gonna figure out how to get up there. Because there's a paint star right there. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! There is a purple toad right there! Hello! There are things to be accomplished. Hello? We found a cutout! Okay. So I haven't made it to the platform yet. There are things! Okay. So this is one of the more regular cutouts because there's a straight line being formed kind of across the whole screen. So let's just get rid of some background. Sorry, Mini Paint Star. You're just in the way right now. I need to get to this other side of this. This is like the coolest thing. I just like wander through the fourth dimension for a little bit. I'm sorry, what is this? Do y'all see that? That little, like, it's hanging in the middle of nowhere. There's some coins here, and there's like a little platform right there. They are teaching us things, chat. We are going to have to be very attentive. Yes, sus. Yes. We are going to have to be like, just so attentive in the future. This is insane. They're just hiding things now. Okay. We don't see anything to paint here, but we need to pull this to get back. And then, excuse you, if this is not a purple rescue toad, I will eat my hat. I'm not wearing a hat. Observe all the things. Like, look at this.
There's something so mesmerizing about the ocean. Huh? When did the tide come in? I'm trapped. Oh, a bridge. I'm saved. Toad number 3, reporting for duty.
I was wearing a hat yesterday. I don't have it with me right now, but I could find it if I needed to. Costume time headwear. Well, Petulant Cobra, sir, thank you very much for redeeming costume time for headwear. Due to lack of any further specification, the headwear that I will be selecting is my delightful Fascinator with veil, because it is closest to me. Also another thing that is close to me, you guys might remember them from last night, I've got little Tux and Bun figurines that just live near me when I stream. They're very cute. And they didn't die yesterday. There you are, Petulant Cobra. Enjoy your headwear. Or my headwear, I guess, specifically, that I'm wearing. So we have found a purple rescue squad toad. Only one. There are 3, but we found one. So this was a good place to go, right? Okay. So now how do we get to that paint star? Because it wasn't from that way. If I line these guys up, okay, I can't line those guys up. Oh, except... I've been up here before, right? I think there's the white splotch that, like, Buttons noticed. 96%. Ooh, that might be the only white splotch. So the umbrellas don't collapse when I jump on them. Get over here, white splotch. Bam. How are we doing? How are we doing? Is that all of it? 98?! Ah. I've missed a splotch. Somewhere. There is a splotch missing. Heartbreaking. There's another one? Where? It is currently on the screen. It is? Where are you looking? Crowbra. Oh! Thank goodness. Okay, I don't have to redo the whole level. Oh, please tell me this is 100% now. Yeah. Okay. We good. I just have to run across the umbrellas again because I like leapt off the platform and I need to get to the paint star. I think I might have missed that one. I was so distracted by the screen scrolling that I just like entirely missed the fact there was a paint splotch there. I would like all the money, please. Just all of it. Yes. That is another level that we have completely colorized. And we now have access to another yellow level. Okay. Those two yellow levels are not currently connected. Oh, we've got mail though. We have mail. A letter has arrived. Okay. Let's check it out. And then we'll have to check our cards. See how we're doing. Hello? Have you heard a ship crashed on Blue Bay Beach?
Really? I hope no one got hurt.
Okay, we were just there, chat. We were just in Blue Bay Beach. Someone's crashed. Okay, I'm just gonna check my mail real quick. I know, wild. We need to go back. It's almost like this game really wants to tell you where you're supposed to go. It's Luigi! I just accidentally cut it on your shower. Sorry about that, dude. Awkward. Hey, big bro. It's the Luigi again. You know, your brother with the L on his hat. You ever read the explanations on your thing cards? I know you're not the type to read directions, but you might find a hint about when to use them. It's a Green Mario cosplayer? Yeah, correct. Okay. Great suggestion, sir. Speaking of our cards, let's take a look at them. We have a lot of them. Oh my gosh. We have a lot of them. 57! Cool. Lots of mushrooms, some flowers, lots of hammers, lots of jumps. That's good. Lots of hammers and, ooh, not any of those kinds of jumps, but I've got like a chunk of those ones. So that's probably fine. And then we've got a Koopa. Okay, this is a really important thing to note, and I'm glad that I know this already. There are replica thing cards, and then there's actual thing cards, and they do different things. And so, like, it's super important that I have this fan, but it means that this replica one, not as important to me. I could probably use it for something if I wanted to, which is, you know, good to know. Good to know. So I don't think we need to visit the battle card shop because we have a lot of cards right now. We're doing pretty all right. And I don't think we got anything new. Maybe I should have fought more cheap. We've been told we need a fan, and now we have a fan. So, I guess let's investigate what's going on at Blue Bay Beach. Because, like, something happened. Someone crashed a ship. We were just there. So what's going on? Oh no, this toad looks upset.
Hey, Mario! That ship that set sail for the dock got shipwrecked!
Huh? The blue toad who was going to sail to the end of the world? Oh no, he's my favorite, chat! He did it anyway, even though everyone was laughing at him. Let's go check it out. Okay, okay. You know what? I am all in with you on this one, Huey. You need to go figure this out. Oh no! Look at him! Look at him! He's stuck. He's made of paper. And he's in the water. Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
He made such a big show of setting off, and he went and wrecked his ship first thing. I'm going to the edge of the world. This isn't even the edge of Blue Bay Beach.
You know what? You guys are so mean.
He's probably too embarrassed to come back home.
Yeah, because you guys are being mean.
At least his sail isn't ripped. If he got some wind, he'd probably start moving again.
Do you know what I see, chat? I might see some straight lines. So, like, the camera angles in this game, I feel, are not a coincidence. And so the fact that it kind of, like, zooms me in between these trees. He's so stuck. Look at how sad he is. I need to help him. Just gonna point out that nice little box on the other side of the screen right there. Sus. You really do. Like, the more I play this game, the more I'm like, you need to notice everything. You need to notice straight lines. You need to notice the color white, but only as applicable. It's just, there's so many things to pay attention to, and I love it. It, like, fuels my soul when I find them. So this is a box. And this looks very similar to the box that we put the plunger in. So I don't think we're going to find something here. I think we're going to put something here. And we've already been given 2 hints, chat. The first hint we were given was by the toad in the trash can in Port Prisma, who said we needed something that spins and blows, which I assumed was a fan. And we also were told by one of the toads on this beach. I assume this will get, like, less obvious the longer the game goes, but the toad on the beach said if he got some wind, his sail might pick up again. And we've got something that spins and blows that can probably be used to create wind for a paper boat. Because we've got this fan card. What does it say? Creates a nice breeze. Because we also got a hint from Luigi that we should actually check what some of that says. So I'm going to put my fan there. We'll paint it up. We'll see what happens. Oh, the non-copyright version of that? Uh-huh. The music in this game is so amazing. Oh, whoops. Uh-oh. I think we might have accidentally... Never mind. Amazing. 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 Okay, so the wonderful blue toad who was trying to sail to the end of the world is actually, like, a super awesome toad key that we need. Whoa, that was awesome! For a second I thought you were gonna eat it, but then you rode that wave like a champ.
Hey, that was pretty cool.
Oh, sorry, no. He doesn't have a normal toad voice. Hey, that was pretty cool, huh? That's it. I've found my destiny. I am the greatest surfer in the history of forever. Relax, guys. You act like you've never met a surf legend before. Oops. I might have accidentally caused a tidal wave. Thank goodness, mysterious toad powers can save the day. Dude, forget being a surf legend. You just stopped a giant waves in its tracks. No mere surfer can do that. And check out the shape of your noggin. See, come to think of it, there's a hole in the gate to Crimson Tower that looks like it was made for your dome. And it just so happens we're trying to get into the Crimson Tower to find a big paint star. Do you think you can help us? Wait, I'm confused. Should I stick to surfing or not? Whatever, I can't swim anyway, but you said my head might fit the gate to the Crimson Tower. Of course! How did I not see it before? Legend has it there are 3 chosen toads who are meant to open that sacred gate. Until this very moment, I never knew what to do with my life or my oddly shaped head. But it all makes sense now. I'm one of the chosen toads, and my destiny is to open the gate to the Crimson Tower. Cool. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3, and oh my goodness. This gate. I'm just gonna, you know, since we're here, just gonna quickly grab one of these and like pop in here for a bit. Yep, Toad's still looking for treasure. Nope. He's still too dim. We can't fix that. But we can apparently recollect these coins. And that's pretty lovely. Cool. Yeah. So, this is a game. This is a game, and we are oh so happy for it. So that's 2 toads. We've now used the fan. And so I think, so we found 1 of the rescue toads. We found 2 of the, like, justice toads. So let's take a quick peek back in Port Prisma because we just used another thing card. Sort that real quick. It's fine. And I need to know what thing I'm going to use next. So let's talk to this guy. Hey, Trash Toad. I would love to know about a thing. A red thing on a red road. It cools that which is hot. A red thing on a red road, huh? Little secret chat. This guy right here, Ready Road, with its 97% colorization there. That's a red road. And there's a thing on that red road. We saw it because we were there. And it's a fire extinguisher. And that kind of makes hot things cool. In a sense. So I'm pretty sure I need that fire extinguisher. And I can only get that fire extinguisher by finding all the rescue toads. So we need 1 more key. We need 2 more purple squad toads. That is where we are at right now. I have some finding to do. So we've already been to most of these places. We have not gone here. Would y'all like to see what a Roshambo Temple is? Because I would love to experience this alongside some of y'all. So, one of the features of this game is that they give you Roshambo temples. That is the Japanese term for the game rock, paper, scissors. The game that we know in English is rock, paper, scissors. They do tournaments. It is extremely amazingly popular. Please look up the world's finals in this jazz. It is so stressful and also amazing. And there apparently are Roshambo temples here. So let's see what this is and what it do. Because it says number 1. Wow. The paper design of the craftsmanship is insane. So, welcome to the Roshambo Temple. This is where legends are made. And then that dude just kind of runs away. So it feels like there's a little cafe over here. Delightful. The toads near the staircase have the inside scoop on all the rising Roshambo stars. They might be able to give you a few pointers. That's good to know. Pardon my hiccup. If you win the tournament, I hear they shower you with cards and coins. Well, that's good. I like cards and coins. Have you heard about the Rock Paper Wizard? He's the best Roshambo player in the world. I have not. The first round opponent only ever uses the card that most resembles him. He's well-rounded. Okay, this is a hint. So we've got rock, paper, scissors. And so if he's rounded, I would guess that means he probably goes for rock. So the first round opponent is probably going to play rock. That's useful to know. The second round opponent either punches or does an open-handed slap during fights. So that sounds to me like they're going to use either rock or paper. Okay, so first round is going to be rock, so I need to use paper. Second round is going to be either rock or paper. So I think I should use paper because then I'm either winning or tying. So I need to use paper both times. And then we'll see. Let's talk to this guy. Yes, I would like to compete in the tournament. Please. Let's see how this goes. This is a sports arena. Phenomenal. Amazing.
Since the dawn of time, warriors have gathered here to do battle, journeying from distant lands for a shot at eternal glory. One must make their own luck to overcome the odds. This is the art of Roshambo.
Nice to have you back, Bada Buttons. We are learning about rock, paper, scissors / Roshambo.
In this corner, the rookie hailing from the Mushroom Kingdom, Mr. Mamma Mia himself, Mario!
Amazing.
And in this corner, Bowser's timeless small fry, the spectacular speed bump, the sentient shiitake, Goomba!
Okay, so this is the guy we've been told is going to throw a rock. Because, you know, hints. Those exist. Everything has hints in this game. So he's going to throw a rock. We've been told this. The game better not have been lying to me. So I'm going to throw paper. I love that this is the same battle format. I mean... Whoa, I got 300 coins for making it through that round. The money, like the economy in this game. I don't even know where they're getting these coins from, but they apparently just don't care.
This pain train has no brakes. Let's bring on your round 2 opponent. He won't show his face in public for fear of judgment. The indelicate introvert, the bashful basher. Shy Guy.
So this guy we've been told is going to throw either rock or paper. So I'm going to do paper again. Because if he throws rock, I win. And if he throws paper, I assume we tie. So that's the strategy. We will again pick paper. Tie.
A tie! Back to your marks.
Okay. So tie lets us go again. That's good to know. But if his strategy doesn't change, then mine won't either. Paper's the right call here. Right? Two for two. So those were the 2 hints I was given for this temple. 500 coins for making it through the second round. We've just made 800 coins here. Oh my gosh, these Roshambo temples are just a way to, like, you can make bank on these babies.
The final round is upon us. Let's meet your final opponent. He's the green-shelled shocker, the friendly fire foot soldier. Don't you dare call him a turtle. Kakuma Troopa. Okay, this is a bit of a problem because there were only 2 hints, so I don't know what he's gonna throw. How do I rock, paper, scissors this game, chat? So, in the Roshambo temples, you are only given hints for your first 2 opponents ever. You always have to beat your 3rd opponent blind. You vote I throw rock? I was considering scissors, because I often start with scissors. I was also considering paper, because I win like all the time on paper. But we can try rock. I think there are no other votes. So I'm going to go with rock. We're going to see how it goes. Rock hasn't been the answer yet. You're right. Oh! Ooh, he threw paper. Okay. So here's my question. Whether or not that remains consistent matters. So, we know he threw paper. I know. Gasp. Ouch, close one. You'll get him next time. So, I have a confession, chat. I kind of know how this temple goes because I have played it before. And it's pretty important to kind of realize that as I was wandering around, there's a couple toads I haven't talked to. One of them is this little guy over here. So what's up with him? Look, I can sneak you into the tournament, but it'll cost you 100 coins.
So for 100 coins, we can replay this temple. Because we just lost, but he says he'll get us in. I earned 300 coins on the first round and 500 on the second round. Feels kind of like a shoo-in. Fundamentally, I'm just going to replay it. And we're going to see what happens. We're also going to do some skipping because we can skip the cutscenes. It is an easy way to farm money bandit buttons, and so I will just share the way that the game specifically prevents it. If I were to exit this screen, like once I beat the temple, it's beaten. If I lose repeatedly to this temple, I will keep going up coins until I hit the max. But once I physically exit this screen entirely and go back to the world map, the temple's closed until I get another paint star. So they tried to make it hard to farm, but if you're netting 700 coins every time you play it and lose to the third guy, like you're just going up. I don't know if maybe at some point he increases how much he charges you. But my goal is not to coin farm. My goal is to win. So we'll play this honestly. And we're not going to do too much coin farming. We might do a little bit of coin farming. Just a smidge. So again, Goomba, we've been told, throws rock. So we're going to throw paper and see if this Goomba has learned anything. Nope. Goomba hasn't learned anything. And I still get 300 coins. So, like, legit, kind of worth it to lose. But it's why the economy in this game, I think, is a little bit broken. It's very easy to get up to max coins and to stay there forever. And that's fine with me, because I like having lots of coins. And I like being able to use them for things. And so it's nice to not have to stress or worry about that during most of the game. So again, we've been told that this shy guy throws either rock or paper. So strategically, I'm going to throw paper. We're going to see if we can get him on the first round this time, maybe. But we might have to do round 2. Nope. He went down easy. Do I get 500 coins? Yes, I do. Look at that. I came in here with under 2,000 coins, and now I have more than 3,000 coins. So much money. And now we're against the Koopa Troopa again, and he threw paper last time, which is why he beat our rock. So I'm going to try scissors, and we're going to see if he throws paper again. Because technically, I don't know. Throws rock! Okay, we're gonna farm inadvertently. So he changes what he throws, chat. But that's okay. Because presuming this guy is still only charging me 100 coins, which, like, maybe he'll have to charge me more. Nope, 100 coins. We're going back in again. We are beating this. But it does mean that, like, this is basically the confirmation that the third Roshambo that you do in each temple is actually random, and you can end up having to grind these like nobody's business. Oh. And not every temple is as easy as this one. So these are... Sometimes these feel questionably fun. But fundamentally they're rock, paper, scissors against a computer. Sorry, he throws rock, though. It could just be random. Good point, though. So I will try scissors again, assuming I get to it, because now the Goomba has thrown paper. And the Goomba, I was told, is only ever going to throw rock. I don't like this, chat. Why? There are rules. I have been told that Goomba only throws rock. This game is so rude. This game is so rude. We're doing it again. Will I get him next time? Because it seems to me like the game's just cheating at this point. If you replay it too many times, they just go random. That's what I think I'm learning. So, we're going to have to do this the slow way, which I'm fine with. Totally fine with. Which is we're going to leave. We're going to find ourselves another mini paint star. We're going to reset this temple, and we're going to come back. We still net positive, but our limit appears to be 1 replay. And if we aren't able to fix it on that replay, I think it makes the temple random. This is my guess. It is one way to prevent farming. So they were trying to be really clever. They were trying to make sure that people couldn't just, like, spam getting lots of money. And that's okay, because we have lots of paint stars to pick up in this game. So we have tons of time to replay Roshambo temples. Totally fine. And money is not an issue. Totally fine. So we still can't do the Crimson Tower, though we have now found 2 of those toads. And we still can't get the fire extinguisher from Ruddy Roads, though we've now found 1 of those toads. So we have ourselves Daffodil Peak, 2 stars, or Sunglow Ridge, 1 star. So we unlocked Daffodil Peak first, which means I'm going to play that one first. We're going to see what Daffodil Peak does. Daffodil Peak. Yellow. Seems cute. Oh my. Colorless spots immediately visible. So I guess this, like, pale tan See how it contrasts with like the white here? So we can ignore the pale browns. Those are not spots to color. It's gonna get complicated out of context. Is that one? Ah, wow, we really can. So, okay, so there's a little toad guy here.
Welcome to Daffodil Peak, home of the legendary mountain sage.
A mountain sage? That's one of those guys who knows everything, right? Amazing! Did you hear that, Mario? If this guy's really a wise old sage, he must know where to find the paint stars. Let's climb this mountain and meet the mountain sage.
Cool idea, but you'll need a climbing permit before I can let you climb the mountain. Head through the gate to your right and buy a permit from the park ranger. You'll find him in his cabin. Here, I'll open the gate.
Rude. So we need to go buy a permit. That's fine. I'll just fix this while we're here. And again. Okay. So those really are just like pale tan. How rude. Okay, camera doesn't spin when I go there. Doesn't spin when I go there. So I don't think I can get behind there. But we can, you know, collect a couple things. Nice. I am not seeing colorless spots here. Okay, it's fine. So I guess we'll go in here. Huh. What's with this place? Mood seems kind of gloomy. Is this the park ranger that the gatekeeper mentioned? Maybe he's one of those emo types. So much white.
Oh, hey, need a climbing permit?
Yes, sir. We'd like to climb Daffodil Peak and meet the mountain sage.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry, but I'm not really in the mood. My cabin's a wreck. Vandals broke in and drained the color everywhere. I'm too depressed to do my job.
Yeah, we understand. Those colorless spots are a real downer. I'd be depressed too. Mario, this guy's really bringing me down. Think we can fix this place up a bit? Yes. Yes, I think we can, and I thank you for removing the cutscene on me because there are so many things that I need to fix right here. So there's like that, and then there's this, and then there's this one right here, and I am seeing this rug. You need to get over there. How do I flip you? I need to flip it. There's a colorless spot underneath it. Oh, and I can't fix it. Okay, I will come back. I will come back to you. I will come back because there's so much white everywhere. And it's very sad. Okay. Fix that. Okay. We fixed the fire. Got ourselves a fire flower. Thank goodness. Just heck. I know. I just need to flip the rug. Why isn't the button doing the thing? Okay. Okay. Hello? Okay, thank you. So that one you hit with a hammer. Good to know. Fire seems dangerous. This whole place is paper. Correct. Oh, okay. I don't hit the rug. I hit next to the rug. That's fine. Fire does seem dangerous, but it's a fire made of paper and paint. Okay. He's still depressed, though. There are still messed up spots. Okay, so I got under the rug. Is there anything in that drawer? Oh, some paint. Thank you. Thank you for that. So this is suspicious, this random signal here. I've hit the fireplace. I hit the... Okay. Okay, we can open the curtain. Oh boy. Oh boy, that is a severe problem there, that window. I don't know how to reach the chandelier. What's he saying now? Feels like there's still something wrong, just a little more. Okay, maybe chandelier. But I also see something like hovering outside here. Oh, scrap! This is an Unfurl Block. Yay! Another new mechanic! There is a box behind that window. You are right, bad at buttons. Hitting an unfurl block grants you the power to unfurl certain objects for a limited amount of time. Just hammer things that bear the unfurl mark. Cool. So they're making this really, really obvious. We've got the block there. We've got the symbol there. Let's go figure this out. Magic. Oh my goodness, that is a pale chair. This is my favorite chair.
Somehow it must have gotten folded into a plain old box.
Okay, so we need to fix the color on this chair because that is horrendous. It is so fancy, but like it's also just like super unfortunately not the right color. Oh.
Woo, my cabin! I can't believe it!
Cool. So, permit, please?
You fixed my place! Thanks so much!
This room is lit now! You are right, bad at buttons. That is a very funny joke. 12 out of 10. Hilarious.
My heart and my cabin are back to their bright, happy selves. And as a thank you, here. Take this climbing permit. They usually run you a pretty penny, but this one's on the house, so to speak.
That is a very thin safe. I guess it can be since it only has to hold a piece of paper. Wonderful! Thanks, sir. Glad we could help. Delightful. This is beautiful music. I love it. And now, we need a bunch of red paint. Am I sure that this isn't one? It's not one. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. So now we have a permit. Hey, Mr. Toad at the gate.
Ah, you got a climbing permit. I'm a bit surprised you got one, considering the park ranger's been rather down in the dumps. Anyway, let me start my spiel over. Helps me remember my lines. Welcome to Daffodil Peak, home of the legendary mountain sage. You'll find the sage at the peak of the mountain. Alright, I'll open the path.
Okay. So we have some climbing to do. Chat. Up. I would like to go up, please. Oh, spiky boy. That is new. I'm assuming I can't jump on him. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Can I get a hammer? Yeah. I would like a hammer, please. Thank you. So I wasn't doing that because I needed hammers. I was doing that because they have introduced a new enemy, and this is an enemy that I cannot jump on, which means I expect I'm going to use a lot of hammers. So, you know, I might need some extra. Let's see. Can we do this in one hit, or do we need both? We do need both. Or at least if I'm gonna get a great hit, we need both. Okay. So, new enemy. Max paint goes up. That's delightful. And we need to, oh my gosh, we need to stand very carefully. Fix that, please. Delightful. The game also knows that I need hammers. I need to fix this green. Okay. The screen looks good to me, mostly because I think I'm supposed to ignore those little tan spots. Okay, flying Koopas. Those guys are going to need jumps to deal with. Hello. Hello, sir. I would like you to attack me, please. Thank you. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I will take this jump. I feel like as a musician, my timing for a lot of... Ooh, worn out jump 3. Yes. Yes, I will take that. My timing for the battle spin definitely feels slightly cheesed because I don't usually find it too hard to hit whatever I was aiming for. Perfect. That jump was useful. You want the paint colors to be red, green, and blue, and their ultimate max to be 255. That is very funny, Buttons. That would be very funny. I think the ultimate max is like 500 though for like gameplay purposes, but I really appreciate that. And I would have supported their decision to do that. Oh, I see something, chat. Oh, I see a paint splotch somewhere that I cannot reach right now. And that seems unfair. What do we want the most? Okay. I will take it. So, here is my plan. I hope. This could be a very bad plan. So one set of jumps is going to knock off his wings, one set is going to retreat him into his shell, and then one set is going to send him flinging backwards, I think, when it comes to the paratroopa. And then I think the worn out hammer would finish off the spiny if that's needed. But I think I need to make sure to not accidentally kill the paratroopa. Because I actually need him in his shell. So I had to miss action commands on purpose there to make that be what I thought it was going to be. There's a small light tan but maybe white thing by the yellow pipe. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to flip this over first. Grab myself a little bit of paint. Check behind there. So I see a white splotch up here, which means I think I'm going to have to come back down. So you were seeing that guy. Okay, so it's totally coated in paint and it didn't do the whoosh thing. I also see like this cardboard spot here, but there's no way to get to it. And so like I have to assume that those are like, some of the colors on these, I'm like, what do you mean that wasn't white? Rude. Rude. You'd check behind the grass again? Oh yeah, you know what? I did entirely 100% miss that. Fair. I squooshed it, but I didn't knock it over, and therefore I didn't see it. Okay. Sorry, we just met an enemy in a pipe? Hello, awful Mr. Spiny. You are not my favorite friend. And I'm gonna hit you with a hammer. I hope that seems fine to you too. Delightful. You know what? Indigo Underground, I think, was to teach you paranoia, frankly. Like, with how subtle some of these have been, like, I'm so paranoid. There's another white spot up there. Okay, get over here, Mr. Koopa. And someone's saying unfurl. Okay. What have we got? We have another spiny. So I'm gonna need to do 2 jumps somehow. Let's grab another jump card. Okay. I might miss the jump card on this one. Nope, I got it. Never mind. We're fine. So I'm pretty sure I need to just find places to jump off, and so I'm seeing a spot back there that I'm absolutely just going to leap off the second I have a chance, but I want to clear out the enemies first so that I can do the exploration, like, properly. So I need to not kill him with the first jump. Then I think I'm going to use a hop slipper for the second one. Perfect. No! No, no, no. No, 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 no. No! Oh, the second card went to the second enemy automatically. That was unhelpful. Okay. It's fine. We can recover. So there is a difference between the triple jump card, which would repeat an enemy, and using a different card afterwards, which then does not repeat the enemy. That is a spiny. I want everything that I can see here, and I cannot. Okay, give me this. Okay. I think that one up there, that looks like a purple rescue toad that I might need to fix. And that looks like I have to go up at least one more level. But I absolutely think I can fling myself off an edge over here. Come here, Mr. Koopa. Mr. Koopa. Thank you. I need them to, like, notice me so that they sink down and I can jump on them, but, like, boy howdy is this stressful. Okay, we're not going to make the same mistake again. We are going to put Mr. Spiny way at the back. Because that's important. I think I'm going to use a Koopa Troopa card to try to deal with the two guys on the ground. And then I'm going to try using a worn out jump. I am not entirely sure this is going to work, but I'm going to try. At the very least, it should save me a little bit of grief from having to take damage from some of these guys on the next round. Oh, okay. Not bad. So I'm going to get that guy on the end into a shell, at the very least. I might knock him out clean. Yeah. Better strategy. Better strategy. So a main difference between this game and the previous games like Thousand Year Door and stuff like that is you actually do have a little bit less choice. I see that flower. You have a little bit less choice about how your attacks like work. So you have to kind of be aware of the basic mechanics. Okay, so if I jump off here, yes. Nope. Thank you. I will take those hammers. Okay, so this area looks better. This still looks like something I should hit, but I've hit it already. Bad. Wow, Beavis, you are a consistent roller today. And I know that this isn't gonna do it. How is the check? Everything all good? Oh, sneaky, sneaky. I see you there. Hello? I guess that's my hint that I can fling myself off the edge of everything. I still don't know. Like, are these real? They are not real. Ugh. Yes, I hear the guy moaning. No! No, come back here. E-camera? Okay. All good? Okay. Ooh, tetanus shot. This is a toad. Look at this. Look at this little... This is a toad-shaped... Hello!
Whoa, thanks for the help, Mario. I was searching for the fabled mountain sage, but I got jumped by a group of shy guys. To add insult to injury, I never found the mountain sage. Maybe he's on vacation?
Okay, well that's bad, because, like, I need to find the mountain sage, too. So I basically got this pipe to go into. This is what we got. Okay, so this is the orange pipe. It takes me all the way around and up. Perfect. That is where I wanted to go, so let's not forget that towards the front of the screen there's a purple toad who's, like, moaning. Tetanus shots are important and also suck. We'll just fight this guy first real quick. Real quick. Everything's fine. Ooh, another spiny. I think I'm going to do it like this. I don't know if this is going to work, But I'm going to jump on the first guy to knock him into his shell, and then now that we know that the second card is always for the second enemy, we're not going to use a jump card for it. This is what we've learned, and we're harnessing it. I have another spiny card. Okay, I need to be able to see behind this. Did I hit this already? Okay, seems normal. So I will take this. I will pick. Oh, rude! Those paratroopers tried to like ambush me. That's a really good tip, Buttons. Okay, so I need me some jumps. Okay, ice flower. I will take this jump, thank you. And then, what else have I got? Ooh. Chat, you want to see a line jump? I definitely want to do a line jump. Followed by this jump. So this takes a lot of blue, but it's a really cool attack. So a line jump lets you jump back and forth, like up and down a line, and I always need practice because the jump gets faster the more enemies there are. But it's really helpful when you're fighting a lot of enemies or enemies that like need to be jumped on repeatedly for reasons. It's good. It's a good thing to know how to do. Okay. Do that thing again. Thank you. Just want to defeat all the enemies before I go around fixing things. Another one. Rude. I will take this jump. Some arm circles throughout the day. That's definitely something that I found with the last set of shots I got, that like stretching my arm and moving it a lot really did help, like that increased blood flow, so that's a good plan. Why walk when you can fly? Well, we're gonna do 2 jumps. Just 2 regular old jumps. We're gonna see where that gets us. So that guy's done. And so is that guy. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Okay. So there's a lot to fix over there. There's a little bit to fix over here. And there is a moaning toad down there. I will sacrifice that coin and I will deal with this first. Don't worry, Mr. Toad. I am on my way, Mr. and or Mrs. Toad. I will be there shortly. Very nice. Thank you. So, I feel like I want to go that way. However, this dude is not ignorable. Huh? What's your deal?
I fell off a cliff and creased my leg. It's pretty bad.
Let's see if we can help him. Chat, I only have 2 tools. So I uncreased him by hitting him with a hammer.
Oh, Mario, you fixed my leg. Thanks.
Toad number 1 of the Purple Rescue Squad. So I was right. So we found 1 and we found 3. So toad number 2 is somewhere. We don't know where, but we need to find him. Very nice. Percussive maintenance. Yep. Fixing legs by hitting things with hammers. Accurate. Is there anything blue around here that I haven't hit? No, not really. I really need more blue paint, and this mountain is very yellow. That's fine. Okay, so back where we started. Gives me a little bit of blue, not much. So now we'll go this way. Where are we at? Ah. Spinies is where we at. There are some spinies here. Too much yellow in a yellow world. Yes. Delightful. So we fixed those things. There's some spinies there, and there's some other stuff this way. Let's just fight them. Let's just get rid of them. You know. Maybe I can pick up another hammer. 6. Perfect. Let's hit him with this one. Again, using paint when I feel that I have enough, which I sort of don't feel like I have enough, but it's okay. It'll be fun. Yes! Good eye, bad at buttons. I saw that too. There is absolutely a pipe that we need to unfurl, and we need to figure out how to do that. Oh! Fancy. Fancy. We need a jump card. Let's take that one. Whew. Whew. Okay, so I don't see any more colorless spots down here, but I absolutely see that unfurl pipe. Again, we just learned how to use unfurl, so they really are driving that point home for us, I think. And asking us to, like, pretty regularly participate in it. So there should be somewhere nearby or accessible an unfurl block that we need to locate, and it's not here, but there's something in here. You can see the cardboard cutoutness. So let's go into this pipe. Let's see where it takes us. Up, okay. Oh, there is some colorlessness going on here. That is unfortunate. Oh, interesting. So 2 Shy Guy stacks. We understand Shy Guy stacks. We've been here before. Let me see if I can get myself a jump. I got one. Not bad. Not bad. So I will take this jump, and I will donate one of my own jumps. Shall be one of these. So the Shy Guys, each stack takes like a full attack, and then the last one that remains is a regular enemy. So you have to hit them a certain number of times to get rid of the whole stack, which makes them complicated. It looks like a door-shaped rock under that pipe. Yes, so that's what I thought too, Buttons, and that's why I hit the cutout. Here, I'll jump down there again just so that you can see. I hit the cutout, and it's not giving me dotted lines anywhere, and so I think it just looks like that. And I can't, like, go behind it or anything. And hidden it doesn't do anything. So it very much is very sus to me, but I can't figure out how to interact with it. So I have moved on to the pipe. Yes, I will accept. Thank you. And we're gonna fix a whole bunch of this stuff. Hello, Flame Crystal. Welcome. Oh, this whole area. This whole area was drained of color, and it's very hard to aim. Okay, please give me whatever is in this. Hello? Blaze Hammer. Well, you're new. Let's toss you in the back of the deck, because we know what we do with new cards now. How are you doing today, Flame Crystal? Hope it's okay. That's a thing to be opened. It will either be a switch or a cutscene. Yeah, fair point, actually. There are lots of things that you, like, can't interact with except by, like, cutscene in this game, I think. Oh, okay, so we hammered down the pegs, and now an Unfurl Block is still not accessible. But you know what? Buttons, I think I'm going to take the noticing that you did earlier, and I'm going to put it on steroids. Because we noticed the door-shaped rock down a level. And when I went to the back here to like hit this colorless spot, I noticed I went a little bit behind here. So there's our door. We need to be sus of everything in this game. We've located our Unfurl Block. That's good. Yeah, Huey, we already noticed the thing with the unfurl mark on it. I'm just gonna double check to make sure there isn't anything I'm supposed to color here. I don't see anything. So, let's head this way. Just finished work? That sounds good. I haven't started work for the day yet. I'm doing this instead. Oh, the inside of pipes. Did anyone else see that Magikoopa just wander on by? Did anyone else see that? Flame Crystal, thank you very much for redeeming Hydrate for 69 channel points. Nice. I finished my tea, so I'm down to water. And look at this like crumpled bag. I have closed and opened this so many times. I think that dehydrate right there is going to be finishing off the crumbs of my delicious, delicious all-dressed chips. They are delightful. Everyone should try them if they haven't already. And so thank you for redeeming Dehydrate. It's always fantastic. Salty. Okay. 2 pinches of crumbs and then we're done. Welcome back, Buttons. We've unfurled the pipe. And we also saw a creepy little Magikoopa. That pipe does not look safe for travel. Well, you know what? I'm glad you were here to recommend that. Look, watch this. We're about to learn some lore in the Paper Mario verse. So that's how you travel on the inside of pipes, apparently. Anyone else reminded of a Mobius strip? Freaky, yes. So I've seen another curious thing. Up there. That door. That seems interesting. Let's remember it's there. Because I can't get up there. But I can go in here. Magikoopa? What? What? Why did you do that, Beavis?
Mario, I didn't expect to see you here. I'd love to stick around and sweep the floor with you, but I've got places to be, lives to ruin. You know how it is for us bigwigs. But I suppose I could leave you with a little taste of my Koopa magics.
Oh, you know what, Beavis? That actually does make sense. So, like, what are you doing? Okay. So, let's take a look. Wait, Magikoopa's on my bottom screen? He just knocked out my battle spin! He just changed all my cards into these worn out jumps. Well, that's just rude. All of my cards are now this worn out jump. And I don't even have battle spin. So you know what? Let's do it. Let us do this fight anyway. They are only Goombas. We will crush them. Oh! Flame Crystal, that sounds like a really cool controller. Needs to get whacked? I know, but I don't have a hammer card, Beavis. Such a jerk. This Magikoopa is such a jerk. Mr. Goomba, sir, you are going to rue the day. Bam. Oh, snap! We did just get a nice hefty 300 coin bonus for that. So maybe that Magic Koopa isn't all bad. Because it feels a little bit like we did some wrecking and then we got something out of it. That's not bad. Now all of our cards are back. So Magic Koopa is kind of a recurring thing. From this point on, in this game, as far as I understand, that was his introduction. And now, he may just pop in on, like, basically any fight and make it difficult for me. And if I win, apparently I get coins as a bonus. And I like coins. So you know what? I'll take it. Mr. Magic Koopa, bring on your worst. Oh my goodness. That sounds awful. I've never run into the Magic Koopa in Sticker Star, and so I don't know if I'm going to enjoy that, but we shall persevere. So I see the top of the door down here. Ooh, I am glad that I am here. Because now I fixed that color spot. Okay, so I can't open the door. But I can hit it with a hammer! Roulette door. Okay. I'm here. Flippin' card. Amazing callback. Hit a card with your hammer to flip it. Try to find all of the pairs before the time runs out. So we're playing memory chat. Mushroom, mushroom. Hop slipper. 3 things. Jump. Okay. 3 things. Jump. Nope. Jump was here. I was wrong. We're fine. Hop slipper. Minus 10? How rude. Plus 5. End up somewhere else if you went in through a different color. You know what, Beavis? I am also curious about that. And so we've done a blue door. Okay, now the door is gray. But I think the doors are repeatable when you like exit and re-enter levels, or we might find them in other places. So we've done blue because that was just what I hit. So now we know that there's red and yellow, and we're going to need to try those and see what they're like. Because I am also very curious. Worth investigating that door, though. That was nice. That was nice. What? So I see a paint star, and I see a paint star, and I see a lot of pipes right now. Okay. Oh, you know what this is? So there's definitely stuff over there. I think this might be the ladder game. Like if I were to go in this pipe, when I hit that crossroad, I think I would go over to that side and then hit and go over to that side. And so we want to figure out how to go everywhere. There's 2 stars. How do I get... Okay. We're gonna color things first. We're gonna fix the things. Oh my gosh. Do you see that zone back there? All the way over there. There's like a humongous... Oh. We need to fix things. So this pipe at least is straight. Straight, but has an enemy in it. Gotcha. Okay. 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 You know what? I love how they start looking tired and like flopped over the more you like... the more you hit them. Okay. So there is an Unfurl Block here. I don't know what that's for right now, so I'm not going to hit it. Interesting. We can just walk on pipes. Hello, Petulant Scholar. So nice to see you today. How are you doing? We are playing games. Things are happening. It's great. I admit some minor confusion. But I think I'm doing all right. This screen is confounding to me. I don't know where I want to go. And there are 2 paint stars for me to collect. And I only have the time to collect 1. All snug at home? Oh, that sounds lovely. That sounds delightful. I really need to eat lunch. I can feel my tummy getting hungry. So I'm pretty sure this paint star I could just like get to by walking on it. Like I'm pretty sure I can get to that just by walking on it. So we're gonna have to do this level twice, obviously. Because there were 2 stars and we knew that. I will take that line jump. But what is the other direction? What does the other direction hold? Because we know we can get the red paint star, and that might be the one that I go for, but like there's colorization and stuff that I need to do. So I think, boop, 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 yeah. Oh, rude. Missed my jump. Okay. This is fine. Everything is fine. Let's go with this. And then... what have we got? There we go. That needs to be colored. We'll do this. I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll try. Nice. Whoops! Well, at least I knocked him out before I lost the hammerhead there. Okay. There are things to color. What is my status right now? This is very important. Vitally important. What is my status? 87% at Daffodil Peak. Okay. And we have 66 out of 99 cards. Aw, 67. 68. Oh, my angles on that were not good. That's my fault. My fault entirely. Let's take a worn out jump and then a worn out hammer. See if this is enough to get rid of this guy. Because I don't know. We're experimenting. Okay, that did more than half his health. Good enough. It worked. We have so many coins, chat. Paratroopa? Okay, okay, okay. This is a new card. We're gonna throw it at the back. This is how we do. We just need to tuck it out of the way. We're not gonna use it. We're not gonna do anything with it. This is fine. That's okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. I think that is all that is over here right now. So, what happens when we go in the other pipe? What does that do for us? Because there is also stuff over there. And also, you know, like an enemy over there and stuff. Yay! First strike. First strike. You know what? I could probably use a hammer, but I'd rather use a jump so that I only have to use one card. Let's just get rid of him. I was considering using the Eek hammer, but I wasn't actually sure it would do enough damage to him. So the jump seemed like the safer option. We will take that. We will fix this real quick. This looks suspicious to me. It looks very suspicious to me, actually. Delightful. Okay. Is that there an unfurl symbol, chat? Hello? Have I not colored enough of it? There we go. Flame Crystal, unfurl is something that we learned that is new this level. Basically, there is a brick on the total other side of the screen, like just out of sight over there, that I need to hit. And then I need to get all the way over here and hit this. So. And there's pipe timers. Okay. So we've fought everything. Let's try this. Because I can walk over to that red star anytime. Actually, what's our colorization % right now? So this is a Sonic game. Gotta go fast. You are right. Hello, K. Menzel. Nice to see you. 68 cards. That's just rude. Colorization, 98%. So I have missed something, but we also know we need to play this again. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for this. Get in the pipe. I'm just going to see if I can do this. Get in the pipe. Get in the pipe. That was very close. That was very close. Thank you for that unfurl. Let's just real quick. Gotta go fast, more like gotta have lunch. I am hungered. Let's go in here. Okay, it does take me over here. Does any of this need to be colored? You're just gonna ignore that creepy yellow toad that's staring us down? I mean, yes. Yes, I was going to do that, Huey. Don't call me out like this. I know it's 12:30. I'm just having fun, King Ansel. Ho ho! Well met, Mario! I am the mountain sage of Daffodil Peak.
Just playing. I'm just a regular old toad. Sorry to get your hopes up. I paid all that money for a permit and then busted my shroom all the way up here for nothing. But on the bright side, I did get to see one of those mini paint star things, and you can't beat the view from up here. Anyway, happy trails!
So there is no mountain sage. Shenanigans! We've been had! I just love that he uses shenanigan. Mario, let's go give that gatekeeper a piece of our mind! After we grab the mini paint star, of course. Oh, okay. I mean, we do need to climb the whole mountain again, Huey. So we climbed all the way to the top of the mountain because we were told that there would be a mountain sage up there, chat. There was no mountain sage. This is rude. And so we shall have to do something about it. But we shall do something about it on Monday. So I'm missing one colored spot in Daffodil Peak. I'm missing another star that involves me climbing the mountain again. I have found another rescue toad, so I am only missing... Actually, this is just going to have to wait. So I'm only missing one rescue toad, and I'm still missing one toad key. Who knows? This is utterly ridiculous. I love this game. And so, if you are interested in figuring out what Huey intends to do to the gatekeeper of Daffodil Peak, you will have to come back on Monday. Cliffhanger. Are we cliffhangering stream? We are a little bit. I had a lovely time today. I thank each and every one of you who decided to take a little bit of time to pop in. It was lovely to see you all. And I hope you guys continue to have a great day. I intend to have a very lovely lunch. So thank you, Petulant Scholar, for that, for suggesting that. And we will be back on Monday afternoon. So my work week next week is a little bit more chill, which means I'm able to do an afternoon stream. I know, cliffhanger stream. What? So I am able to do an afternoon stream on Monday, which means I will be starting at 2 p.m. EDT. So that's like an hour and a half from now, in case you need a time zone check on that. But 2 p.m. EDT is going to be my start time on Monday, and hopefully I'll get to see some of y'all back to resolve this cliffhanger, because I'm actually really curious about what Huey's going to do to the gatekeeper. I just think at the moment my hunger is a little bit more important. So we are going to go on a little bit of a raid. There's a couple of people that we could go visit, but I think what we are going to do is we're going to pop over and see Kenny, who appears to be playing Switch Sports, which I have never played. And I am actually curious to see what it's like. So we're going to pop on over to Kamixiel, see what they are up to, what they are doing, and feel free to just drop a little hello in support of them, because they are a lovely, lovely friendo, lovely Twitch streamer. And for everyone else, again, thank you for being here. Hopefully I'll get to see you again, but for now, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful evening, have a wonderful weekend, and I just hope y'all have an excellent time. Bye!